Hey folks, Frostbite Vinny here. Welcome to my channel, and today I've got some exciting, cool stuff to show you. It's how to animate Google Earth for whatever reason you want, whether you want to highlight a short video as an intro to one of your trips or just check out an area. This is a cool way to animate Google Earth. It's fairly simple, straightforward, and I'm going to demonstrate several features today that the Google Earth has, and that's going to be a line, a path, polygon, a circle, 3D path, and a 3D polygon. We'll cover each one of these individually in this video. I was going to do them individual videos, but because they're in the same area and they do similar things, I'm going to just do an entire package today, and I'll make this as quick and painless and as informative as I possibly can. Now in Google Earth, one thing you want to do is set up some options before you do anything. And if you go to Tools and Options like I just did, let's close that out, do that again. Tools, go to Tools, Options, and go to Touring. This is going to be our main focus for our settings. And you can mess with these other settings, but this is the one I'm focusing on today. You're going to have several things you can change here. This is time between features. I'm not quite sure what that does, but I've got mine at 10 seconds and it seems to be fairly smooth. This wait at feature, what that does is if you're out in outer space like I am now, can I move this? If you're out in outer space like I am now, what it's going to do is going to zoom into your first point, like say on your line or your path or whatever. It's going to wait 3 seconds and then start. And the reason why I have it at 3 seconds is when I'm doing my video editing, it just gives me that extra little time that's kind of nice to cut a clip or whatever. So I have it at 3 seconds. This camera tilt angle, that's going to determine whether you are looking at straight down on the ground or if you're looking at ground and horizon. If you have it, say, set to 10 meters, I've got mine set at about 75 now. If you have it, say, set at 10 meters, you're looking straight at the ground at 75 degrees. I'm sorry, I said meters, degrees. If you have it at 10 degrees, you're looking straight at the ground. 75 degrees, you're going to have ground and horizon. Obviously, if you have it at 90, you're going to have maybe like an even split. Your camera range is your meters that you are off the ground. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to leave this at 70. I will be changing this to 170 just to show you the difference as we go along. So once you've got these features set, it's going to come into a default mode, but you're going to want to set. Just hit apply. All right, got that out of the way. Now the features we're going to focus on is right here in our ruler, but I want to navigate first down to an area that I want to play with, that I want to see. And I'm going to focus down onto this river. There's this cool area right here. I'm going to zoom in. Do it. First thing I'm going to play with is the line. So you go to this little ruler thingy here, click on it, click on your line, and this is exactly what it says it is. It's a line. It's a straight line of 2 points only. I'm going to click there and click outside my line. Okay. Now you're going to want to save this. When you do save it, it's going to put it in temporary places. See that? To save it, and you can title this anything you want. Okay. And you can also change the color. It's red for now, but if you do want to change it, just go here, and this is your spectrum you can deal with. I'm going to leave that alone for now, and we'll change the color of other features as we go along. Okay. Now when you save it, it's going to save it to temporary places here. And that's fine, but the problem I found is that Google Earth and Google Earth Pro have a tendency to crash. So if you save this to temporary places and Google Earth crashes, or your 3-year-old closes out your Google Earth, you're going to lose it. So all you got to do is just left click, hold, drag it up to My Places, and it will now be saved there. Okay, let's move on to the next feature. I'm just going to draw all these features out and then I'll show you some more cool stuff. Go to Path. Now Path, you can make any number of straight lines you want. So I'm just going to kind of serpentine through this area. It's going to connect these dots. Dots. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there's our little serpentine thingy. Save that. I'm going to leave the name alone, this path measure. But you can see here it is red on red. I want to distinguish between the two. I'm going to change that to, oh, what should I do? How about yellow? Change it to yellow. Okay. And click OK. And I'm going to overlay all these features. So let's go to ruler again. Let's go to, actually, we're going to go to polygon, but I'm going to tell you something about polygon. Whatever reason, no matter what I've tried, if I create a polygon, I cannot animate it. I don't know why, but I'm going to include it here anyways, just to show you. I'm just going to make a triangle. And a polygon is anything more than 3 sides. You can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, as many as you want. I'm just going to make a triangle. Save that, and I'm going to just leave the name alone, polygon measure. I'm going to change that color because it's red, yellow, red. I'm going to change it to, let's change it to black. Next is circle. Now what you need to know about the circle feature is, okay, so whatever area you want to include, you need to approximate the center of your circle. Say if you go out here, your circle is going to be this. Click here. I'm going to do now. There's your circle. Okay. And it's yellow. I don't want it yellow. I'm going to save that. I'm going to leave it circle measure. And I'm going to change the color to, actually turn it to red. I'm going to change the color to, let's say, green. Click OK. Next feature is 3D path. Now the 3D path, I have not been able to figure out the difference between this path and a 3D path. There must be some difference, but I don't know what it is. Can't quite tell when I animate it. But let's do it anyways. Okay, I'm just going to start my points. I'm going to overshoot this. Try and follow this path. If it's a 2D path, I'm not sure. Must be. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the difference is. I haven't been able to distinguish between the two. I'm going to end up in the same approximate area. Save that. We want to distinguish that from everything else, right? I'm going to leave the name alone. Go to style color. We've already got what? Yellow, red, black, green, red at the moment. Let's change it to about this thing called magenta. Next feature is 3D polygon. Now I'm going to leave this alone because in all my tests I have not been able to animate a polygon, whether it be included in all this or a standalone polygon. So I'm going to leave that alone. Not sure what it's there for. Maybe it's just there for simple measurements, because if you go to polygon, it will give you like the area, whether it be in square miles or square meters, whatever. But I am not going to focus on that because I found it doesn't work. So let's just close that out. Now, you notice here, this is all in temporary places. I don't want them there because if Google Earth crashes during this process, I will lose everything. So left click, pull up my places. Okay. Now we are ready to show you how the animation begins to start. And I'm going to zoom out to begin with. I'm going to zoom out in space because this is just the way I like it. Zoom out in space. So let's go to our line for show you that. Now if you notice here, all these boxes are checked. Okay. If those boxes are checked, you'll be able to see the line. If the boxes are unchecked, you will not be able to see the line. And I will show you that as we go along. And also, if you recall, if we go to Tools and Options, we are going to be 70 meters off the ground, and I will demonstrate just with the line the difference between this height and this degree. Don't have to. Now, if you notice, there's when you select each of these features, like line, there's this little box here. That's your play control. Whether it be path measure. Now, if you see, if I go to polygon, it goes bye-bye. It doesn't work. So just for this video, I'm going to delete that out because there's nothing we can do with it here. Just for simplicity. Okay, let's go to our line. We're out in our space. And if we click this, it's going to bring up a player box. And it's going to play our video. It's going to play our animation. So, put it down. Now you can see all of our lines are present. Here's your player box, player control. You can fast forward through this if you wish, or you can go backward. And this will actually bring you back into outer space. Boom. If you want to show you another thing, I'm going to close. Actually, let me tell you this quick. If this player box is open, say you created a line and you want to go back to your ruler, you notice it's gone. Can't click on it. Nothing. You have to close this box out. And you notice now my ruler is back and all these other options are back. Okay. I'm going to show you one thing here too. I'm going to replay this. Let it go all the way through. And we'll fast forward through it. Now it's going to stop at this point, right? You notice your bar here is all the way at the end. You just drag this bar back. It'll take you back into outer space. That way you don't have to scroll manually through. Okay, I'm going to close that out. Let's go to path. We'll play that. Here's my 3-second delay. 1, 2, 3. That I talked about in the option. Let's fast forward. There we go. This is going to give you your drone-like simulation. I'm going to pull this bar back. We're back in outer space. Close this box out. We'll do circle. Play it. Fast forward through that. Okay. Pull this back. I do want to say, I'll just show you this quick. If you are in this view, you notice up here this box pops up, exit ground level view. Click that. Otherwise, you're scrolling and it's just kind of, how do we get out of that? Click this. There you go. Now you can drag this back. You're back in outer space. Close your box out. Here's our 3D path measure. And like I said before, I don't know the difference between this this path measure and this path measure. I haven't been able to distinguish between the two. It's possible that it's just a smoother transition between the lines. I'm not sure. Play it through just to demonstrate it. And we'll fast forward. I said I don't know the difference. I can't really distinguish the difference. There may be, I just can't figure it out. Exit our ground view again. Pull the scroll bar back. We're back in outer. Close it. Let's go back to line measure. Let's uncheck all these except for the line. And I want to show you the difference between 10-degree camera tilt angle of 75 degrees. Let's change this back to, say, let's input something. 10. Oops. 10. Enter. And I found that for whatever reason, I've got to enter these individually. Camera range, let's change this to 170. That'll bring us a little bit higher off the ground. 5. Let's just double check, make sure that I got those saved correctly. So 10 degrees, 170. Now this should put us straight on the ground, looking straight down. We'll play that and show you. There's our line. And now we're looking straight at the ground. I'll fast forward. That can be useful for some things, I suppose. For what I'm doing, I don't really care for it. I'm going to forward through that. Okay. Let's go back to tools and options and let's change those back to, I had this at 75. Change this to 70. Make sure they saved correctly. 75 and 70. Okay. For now, I'm gonna get rid of this line. So if I uncheck that box, you'll see line goes away. Check it. Let's just let's zoom out in space again because we lost our place. So I'm talking about manually scrolling out. You gotta be careful because Google Earth can be fussy. And I want to orientate the Earth how I want it to look in my video to begin with. Scroll out a little bit. Wrong way. Let's play that again, and you'll see the difference between 10 degrees and 75 degrees. Now I have some horizon. And I'm a bit higher as well. No, I'm a bit lower. A bit lower as well. We'll fast forward through this. Jingo. Right. Drag the bar back so we're back in outer space. Close the player out. Come on, load. Now, here's what you have to do in order to make a video animation of whatever feature you choose. So I'm just going to focus on line measure, sorry. I'm going to right click it, select it, right click it. Nope, stop. I didn't want that to happen. Let's scroll back out manually. Did not want that to happen. Let's start over. Let's go out to outer space. Manually scroll out. You're going to want to select it. Right click, add tour. When you add this tour, it's going to bring up this recording box right here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click record, and then I'm going to click play tour. If you don't do this, you will not be able to, as far as I know, everything I've tested, you will not be able to make a video animation. I'm not sure why. Can't. And you can still fast forward to this, but I believe it will record that fast forwarding. And I don't want that. Record all the way through. See what happens if I pull this back. Our space. Now here you want to save this to the Untitled Tour. Click OK. Stop recording. Now here it is in our My Places Untitled Tour. It's going to play. I didn't want it to play, but somehow I made it play. Here we go. Play through. You're going to have these watermarks in your final video. I'm not sure if you can get rid of those. I think Google requires it for whatever reason, but you have to mask them off now. Okay. There we go. So it recorded things I didn't want to, but there it is. I close that out. Up there, close it out. Now, this is where we actually make our actual video. I'm going to select your tour. Then go to Tools. Select Movie Maker. Now this is going to bring up a menu for you. I'm not sure what these features do exactly. Going to save it to My Places, which is fine. And you're going to want to select whatever file you want it to save it in. I have it for Google Earth Animation. And here you can select your various frame rates and your pixels. Just to let you know, I'm going to stick with 720, but say you're at 1080, 2K, or 4K. During this rendering process of creating this movie, it will take a very long time. If you select 4K, for instance, for say a 30-second video, I would say you can count on 4+ hours. And also, if you do select, when you're making this movie, for my computer anyways, I cannot do anything else while this is rendering. I can't check email, I can't Facebook, I can't search for motorcycle parts or whatever. You can't do anything. So for this purpose, I'm going to select 720, 60 frames a second. And I'm just going to save it as a WMV. You've got a few features here, MPEG, a webcam, whatever. I'm just going to select WMV, work, whatever. Picture quality got set to high. Probably maximum. Look at that. I haven't done maximum yet. And we're going to create our movie. And this is going to take about 15 minutes, so I will have to fast forward through it. So let's create it now. Okay, we're at 98%. It's been 15 minutes. Now when it says please wait while recording, that really should say you can't do anything until we're done. Okay, we're done. All right, so now we can view our animation. And I don't remember where I put this, so I'm going to go to Movie Maker, and I put it in my Google Earth animation file. Yeah. Let's see what it looks like. Well, yes. Files, Google Earth animation. There it is. Is that the one I did? Let's see. I believe so. This is 19 seconds. No, I'm sorry. How long is it? 30 odd seconds. So it took 15 minutes to render down 30 seconds. And we'll close that out. So now this is available for whatever you want to use it for. What else do I need to tell you? What else do I need to tell you? Don't fall. Seems like there's something else I needed to cover. I don't think so. I think that pretty much covers it all. So there you have how to animate a line, a path, a polygon. Actually, don't do polygon, it doesn't work. Circle or a 3D path. Again, I don't know why polygon doesn't work. I'm not sure. Unless it's just for specifically for measurement purposes and not for animation purposes. I'm going to close that out. Zoom back out to the Earth. There you go. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was informative. If you have any comments or questions or inputs or corrections, whatever, if I did something wrong, please let me know in the comments below. And also, please like and subscribe. I'm not looking to be a big channel, but what I do want to do, because I'm at 310 subscribers now, and YouTube is putting ads on my channel, which I don't like. I hate ads. Maybe a lot of you hate ads. The only way to disable having ads on your channel is to have 1,000 subscribers or more. So I would like to have 1,000 subscribers, 1,001 subscribers, just for the simple reason I don't want ads on my channel. I want to disable those. Okay, I think that covers it all. So I'll say goodbye. So Frostbite out.